Hi, I'm Steve and this is my Mark 1 full console. In this video I will be replacing the driver's side rear jacking point, and this is the new one that's going to go on. So the whole lot is going to be taken off and this one replaced. As you might have seen in my previous video, I discovered a horrible brazed patch on there and some rust, and I'll be doing those two as well. Oh yeah, I do remember the other side now. Oh, I see what they've done. Yeah, I remember the other side now. These are tin tacks. And I thought, how can you put tin tacks into metal? But it must go back to the old days when they fitted out cars. And there's like I don't know what that is, a rubbery stuff they put in there so that they can tin tack that down. So I suppose that's all the way round. I don't know, it's got to be all the way round to fix this Furlex or whatever they call it. Stronger screwdriver. The advantage that I've got the old panel somewhere. This is the passenger side panel there. It's got these little clips. Only two of them there. But maybe there's one missing on there. So that should just... Well, what I do with this kind of thing, I don't use a screwdriver because it could break the hardboard that's made it. It's basically, that is a hardboard material. So what I will do, I'll get a 12-inch rule. I haven't got two 12-inch rules, but I've got this kind of thin scraper. So the idea is that you get them both either side of the clip and then lever it off. That way there's less chance of the clip ripping out of the hardboard. So that one's out. Having said that, I'll probably rip it all to pieces. Right, there's one at the top there. It's quite tight. There you go. And they're intact. That shows up how dirty this roof lining is. This stain here, I think, it's got wet, this roof lining, and I think it was the original screen rubbers that were leaking, and the garage that it was in for years and years and years had a leaking roof. So and I think it leaked. The screen rubber leaked along the top here. Right, that's revealed the other side of that hole above the jacking point. Now, here's a tip. Most people will know this, but in case there's someone watching who has never welded a car before and they decide they want to try, this sound deadening stuff is like really dry. It's like tinder. So when you weld a car, always have a bucket of water next to you, and if there's a chance of a spark igniting this, I just go down with a really wet rag and I would dampen it all down. And I'm doing it now because I'm going to be grinding and a spark might go in there. And I've seen it happen. A spark goes in at the bottom and it just goes up like a wildfire. Before you know it, you've got a Mark 1 Inferno on your hands. Chisel time. Biggest one maybe, and sharpest. Ooh. Oh, it's getting loose. Right, the next bit is under here. Oh, I don't remember this on the other side. I was 10 years younger then. Oh, bloody hell. Maybe I can drill it. I'll have a go drilling. So, I think I can see some spot welds, so I'll just... Oh, I need to get up. Got to be very careful I don't touch the bodywork, the floor of the car. Alright, go any more than that. In case you're wondering, this is all that's holding the car up, but I have got those wooden supports at the back. I never like getting under this car and just relying on this jack. It's probably never come down, but that's what I do. So I have to guess where the next one is by the spacing. Guy, I don't know if anyone else suffers from the same problem. You have a tool that you're using and then it disappears, and you know it must be here because you haven't even got up. Anyway, I found it. So I don't know, it's got to be about there. Oops. And now, the whole lot moved. The floor went up. Oh, I remember. I remember what this is now. So this is the passenger side one, and what I'm doing on this one is this along here. But that there is gone now, but it actually turns inwards. I don't know how they welded it, but it's spot welded inwards for some reason. I don't know why they didn't just put it outwards like the others. Like that side is out, but this side goes in, and I think that's what's holding it at the moment there. I think what's holding it is this tab at the end and maybe some spot welds along here. So I thought I'd do those and then get it so that that ledge up here is the only one that's holding it, and then I can maybe rock it backwards and forwards and break it off that way, because I can't get a grinder in there, or I can't get a drill in there. Tell you what does help, when I ground that, I left this side straight, and then I just ground one side, so it's like a wood chisel, and that helps actually. That helps to get in there. It helps to lever it out. Now I've got it swinging, but not enough to break that. Okay, this is looking from the other direction, like from the wheel to the jacking point. And this is what I was talking about. Look, it's bent on the inside. So when they must have welded the jacking point onto the chassis rail before they put the body on. They must have had a long probe going along here and welded it on there, and a probe going inside before the body, and then they put the bodywork on, and then they spot welded it all around here. A little bit of useless information, but someone might find it interesting. Would have been nice to get it off intact, but there you go. There it is.